Thank you for being here and joining us this morning. As we do every month, we try to get together and recognize special achievements and accomplishments and special things that are going on in the Sheriff's Office. And I appreciate all of you being here to share that with us on a beautiful sunny day in Nashville. And it can feel that way. We don't even have to look outside. But as we do, we introduce our officers and employees of each month, and I'd like to do that here this morning to get us started. All right, so our employee of the month for the month of December 2021 is Mr. Christopher Daley. Would you step over here, please? Mr. Farley says, I'm nominating pretrial release officer Christopher Daley for employee of the month. In September, he was involved in a volatile response to subject behavior that resulted in a sergeant taking down a second arrestee and booking turnkey. Officer Daley immediately saw Sergeant V, remember him? I'm not going to try that name, but Sergeant V in need of assistance and wasted no time in helping. He was not obligated to help the officer in need or put himself in harm's way, but he did it anyway. He was humble, felt as if though it was a duty to help, and was not looking for thanks or praise. I feel he is deserving of this award. He's the true meaning of accountability, diversity, integrity, and professionalism. I want to let you know, Mr. Daley is in pretrial. And what's not written there is the responsibility of a person in pretrial is not to physically respond in a certain situation like that. And so, and he also just asked me, how can he go back and work in some of our posts that we're needing. So we're going to sign him up for that while he's up here in front of y'all. But we want to give him his certificate here. We'll get our picture made first. There we go. There we go. We've got, there's your coin, there's a pen. We're going to give you 8 hours of leave. That's free. It's a credit card. Don't sell that anywhere. And there is a tumbler with some goodies in it for you as well. So congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mr. Farley, getting pretty. He's writing another one. So our officer of the month for the month of December 2021 is Miss Kimetha Jones. And we have some guests. Will you introduce your guest?
Yes. I have my best friend, Antoinette Jones. And that's her daughter, Tiffany Jones. And that's my niece, the little one there.
All right.
And that's my friend, Anita Ward.
Well, thank you for being here. Give them a round of applause. Drove here from Clarksville in the rain, found their place, and to be with us. So thank you very much. This says, I'd like to nominate Corporal Kimetha Jones for Officer of the Month. While assigned to DDC booking as a corporal, she occasionally serves as the DDC kitchen officer. Recently, we endured a snowstorm that shut down the city, which meant that Trinity Food Service was not in the building to serve lunch trays due to delays in traffic. She came in on her day off, and when she discovered that there was not going to be lunch trays cooked for the inmates, she took charge and organized a kitchen crew to prepare food for the entire facility. This meant having the food prepared, cooked, and served to all the cells, all while making sure correct dietary needs were met. This act went way beyond her duties as corporal, and her actions during a major crisis. She's deserving of this award. No doubt about that. Let's give her her. There we go. We'll get our picture made. There we go. And here is a ribbon for your uniform. We'll give you that, and a pen to go with your box there. Here is 8 hours, even though you're on 12-hour shifts, there's 8 hours of leave off. And there's a tumbler with some good as well. So congratulations to you. Thank you very much. These two worked in booking for years together, and Mr. Daley's trying to recruit her out of corrections, and we're not going to let him do that. He's trying to bring her over to pretrial. So great to get to know them. Let's talk about another guy. Mr. Wicking, why don't you step up here, please? So we'll give you your certificate and your award for AJA, but I wanted to thank you for your work as well.
you, sir.
There we go. All right, so we've got your ribbon and your pin and your coin, and there we go, and your certificate as well. Job well done. Thank you very much. Give it up. Sergeant Farley's in the back. I want to thank you for recognizing these two people for work that they do that may not be known if you don't take the time to sit back and write that. And I told them upstairs that what makes this program, to me, more meaningful is that it's written by peers. It's not written by managers selecting their favorite employee. It's written by people who come here and work with you every day. And I would ask all of you to continue to try to find that. I mean, here's someone who, it's hard to find people to come work on a good sunny day. But Ms. Jones took care of the inmates, and who knows who else on a snowy day when we couldn't find people to even come to work. So that deserves the attention, and obviously Mr. Daley as well. And I just want to thank Sergeant Farley, but I would ask you to take time to do that. Find that individual out there today. We used to call it green sheets in the old days. I don't even know what we call it anymore, but we need nominations for people who are doing their job in a special way and deserve some attention. A lot going on. It seems like we say that every time, but there's a lot of moving parts. As I was mentioning upstairs, and we talked about each month in here, our focus is recruiting. We need to and are finding more people. We're bringing more people to work here. There's 2 or 3 different efforts going on. One is a part-time program that we're working on, but we're also working on raising the pay substantially for correctional officers. And I've mentioned this upstairs, and I'll say it every time until we get it done. We're going to move to raise the pay of the correctional 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks. It's not that everybody in here doesn't deserve a raise, but that's where we're having trouble recruiting. So I think everybody in here will get a raise. I think cost of living and your increment raises, I think, will be back in the pay plan. But more importantly, we need enough men and women coming to work here. I have a lot of pride about what we do. We're the best at what we do. We know that. I know that. We deserve to be paid the best. And right now we're out of line in the world of corrections. And so that's in the works. We'll stay in touch about that. I think over the next few weeks you'll see, read, and hear some stories about us trying to go get our positions filled in. So we're working on recruitment. It's our focus. We're trying to get more people here. A lot of effort going in that area. And as I mentioned, we're also working to try to get raises for the entire staff as it comes to the cost of living. And I think you'll see and hear some more about that moving forward. I guess a lot of other things that are happening, but the main thing I need us all to do is kind of stay in at least focused on that area because of our needs. We got a lot of events happening over the next several weeks and months. This is that time of year, and I know we're doing a retirees lunch here. March 31st, and so here's the deal. The retirees include everyone who's on STEP, because you're starting to enjoy your pension. You're getting a pension check. So we'll have nearly 200 people here in this building. They've never seen it, and we did this one other time about 3 years ago. Really looking forward to that. It'll be a great day. A lot of the folks who grew up here in different time frames being able to walk and see the new building and see all of us in our jobs. And so I'm anxious to get them back here. We'll tell you some more about that as we get closer to March. What else?
Jeans Fridays.
Jeans Fridays. They tell me because our team lost. We were going to call it Football Fridays, and we don't really care who wins anymore. So we switched from Football Fridays to Jeans Fridays, or Predator Fridays, or Grizzly Fridays. I don't care what we call it, but I think we're going to have some kind of a Jeans Friday thing to let everybody relax some of their wear on Fridays. There's a policy about that. I mean, you can't wear, Budweiser jeans or Kiss jeans, or I don't know what they call them. Can't have holes all in them, whatever. But anyway, look at the policy. It was easier when it was a Titans Friday, I thought. So we can't quite talk about it. What else we got? Anyway, you've got a lot going on with that as well, and I know The big news is COVID. There's not a whole lot of update on that. Our inmate numbers are fluctuating back and forth. Our staff numbers, Byron, where are you at? 17 of our staff are out positive COVID, which just keeping that number, that's going back down. Cross your fingers. We were in the 40s. So I think we see a trend there, and hopefully the inmate number is trending in the same direction. Do we have anything else? Anybody else? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's get our honorees. We got food and fellowship and some fun, and then our management meeting will start in 10 minutes across the hallway. Is that all right? Have a great rest of the day.